It's time for the PlayAction Sports Report, the only show in the Tennessee Valley with local athletes and coaches in the spotlight. From high school sports to youth sports, you get interviews, highlights, results, and more right here. Don't go away. The PlayAction Sports Report is next. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Join us for Applebee's Tailgate Talk every Saturday morning at 10 on WKAC. We'll talk to coaches and sports figures of local interest and get their thoughts on whatever comes down the pike. We'll also announce our latest Athlete of the Week and give away an Applebee's gift card and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt. Applebee's Tailgate Talk, Saturday mornings at 10 on your Tailgate Talk app, on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device, online at tailgatetalk.net, and on the air at 1080 WKAC. Episode 27 of the PlayAction Sports Report is now present and accounted for, and this week we went through the Tailgate Talk archives again for a conversation we had a couple of years ago with former Tanner coach Henry White. Coach White sat down with Tom McClung, Todd Tomerlin, and Bama Zach Green. We've also got the latest sports announcements from Athens and Limestone County, and we'll feature another good sport of the week and hand out a $25 gift certificate from Mac's Steakhouse in Athens. Before we do all that, though, we've got to catch up on some results on the BT Backtrack, brought to you by BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Backtrack. James Clemens was in a tie for 18th place in the Power 25 football rankings this week. The Jets moved up from a tie at number 20 after defeating Florence on Friday. They also moved up to number 6 in the Class 7A football rankings this week, while West Limestone dropped to the 10th spot in 4A. Congratulations to Lindsay Lane's Lindsay Holland, who committed to play volleyball at Huntington. In Monday football, Athens' freshman team squeaked out a 9-8 win over Hartselle, while the JV Golden Eagles fell 22-14. East Limestone's JV turned back West Limestone 16-0, while the middle school Indians won 42-32. In Monday volleyball, the ABS varsity team beat Falkville and Oakwood Academy. The JV Lady Trojans also swept the Lady Blue Devils. East Limestone's varsity swept Lawrence County. Tanner's varsity defeated Tharptown, but but lost to East Lawrence. On Tuesday, Ardmore's varsity overcame ABS. Tanner's varsity fell to Falkville, but topped Oakwood Academy. Lindsay Lane's varsity blanked Decatur Heritage. East Limestone's varsity beat Muscle Shoals, Rogers, and Lauderdale County. Remember, you can go online to pasnetwork.net and check out the scores we have there, along with past shows, game archives, and more.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. If you're on the lookout for a nice place to eat and have a little fun, check out Mac's Sports Bar and Steakhouse on South Jefferson Street in Athens. Mac's has karaoke every Tuesday and Thursday night from 8 till midnight and live music every Friday and Saturday night. Mac's Sports Bar and Steakhouse. Great food and good times. Hope to see you there. Call 232-6161 for takeout. Mac's Sports Bar and Steakhouse. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Tune in every Tuesday through Thursday this football season for the WKAC Coaches Shows. Join us as we get the scoop from Ardmore, Athens, Clements, East Limestone, Elkmont, James Clemens, Tanner, and West Limestone. The WKAC Coaches Shows on 1080 WKAC. Back on the PlayAction Sports Report with the Athens Utilities Special Guest Spotlight, this week we delved into the Tailgate Talk archives again and pulled out a 2019 conversation between former Tanner coach Henry White and show hosts Tom McClung, Todd Tomerlin, and Bama Zach Green.
Limestone legend, former Tanner High School basketball coach Henry White. You may have coached somewhere else, but you're the basketball coach at Tanner High School.
That is some really cool stuff you brought.
Well, I did. I brought this along. It's a 1963 program when we played Ardmore Tigers.
Wow.
And you need to look through there. You're talking about some big folks. We had some huge guys. The biggest guy we had on the team back then was a senior. He weighed 170 pounds. Wow. Played tackle. And, of course, I was in the 9th grade, and at that time, I weighed 120 pounds. And I think that's what I weighed when I graduated.
Let yourself go, didn't you there,
yeah,
brother?
And then at Ardmore, now they had one player that was a giant. He had one. He played tackle. He weighed 240 pounds.
Oh, he probably was a giant.
Mike Bailey, that was him. And then after that, the biggest one they had was Rayburn and Wayne Quinn. He was 195 pounds. But that's been a long time ago. That's Coach Cooper and Joe Broadwater. If y'all didn't know, the coach, Mr. Broadwater, used to coach years ago before he got into counseling and other stuff. And then our coach was Kenneth Luter and Robert Rudder.
So Coach Luter was your coach.
That's exactly right.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
everybody knows Kenneth Luter around here. So.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then Kenneth went on to become, he was superintendent.
Oh, yes, he was. Yeah,
for years.
He was.
And then you followed in his footsteps at some point.
I followed in Mr. Adams' footsteps. Yep. The hardest job I ever did in my life. Very hard.
Okay, Coach, so you talked about your little high school. So after got through playing at Tanner, what did you do? Where'd you go after that?
I went to UNA University. Well, at Florence State.
Florence State.
Yep. And graduated from there. And then from there, I went to Montevallo and got my AA or administration certificate. and so I could go get in administration, and that's what I did. And then even after that, I went back to UNA and got my AA certificate. So yeah.
Did you know Miss Ming before you went to Montevallo? Because I remember from the annuals.
Oh yeah, I knew Miss Ming. I met her at East Limestone. That's where I started teaching, man.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew before because I knew you both went to Montevallo.
Well, she went with me.
She went with you.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
And what was so funny, though, I used to call her up, and this is when Missy, her sister, was on TV.
Yeah,
Missy.
oh, absolutely.
I'd call up and I'd say, "Well, hey, baby, how you doing?" and they both sounded alike.
Yeah.
And Missy would say, "Boy, this is not Marsha or Marty." She called her Marty, and so really I'd say, "Well, let me speak to my baby." So anyway, but yeah, we met like that. That was it years ago. And so anyway,
that's awesome.
But I enjoyed coaching. As a matter of fact, I miss it.
How many years did you coach?
I coached about 13 years,
Yeah.
and ended up with won like 226 games. I've got a little record here of it. 97 lost, and then Billy Owens took my place when I got into school administration.
He never done nothing out there, did he?
Well, Billy Owens was a good coach.
I'm joking.
Billy Owens.
I'm joking.
Going back to you,
Billy Owens was, I guess, my choice, and Johnny Black. He was principal, and I was assistant principal.
That man could swing a paddle. Mr. Black could swing a paddle.
He could swing a paddle.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a lot of fun. And Billy ended up, of course, winning the state tournament.
Yeah.
I left him in good shape.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
I
you
did. I had the last year I coached, I had like 3 guys that were like Greg Yarvin, Orlando Moore, and Logan Tisdale that were sophomores, and they started for me and played. And then he went to the state tournament the next year, and then the following year he won. We beat East Limestone in the finals.
I was down there.
I was down there too.
Watching that ball game.
Auburn.
Yeah,
So I was in
Auburn.
We were playing Tanner, and we get beat by what? Wasn't it like one or 2 points? Coach?
Yeah.
It was a tie game.
And I had made a bet with Connell Yarborough and some other of those guys over there. I had this shirt. It was a Tanner Rattler shirt, and I had. I hope it said Stinks. It may have said something else across the front. And they were like, if we win and we're going to win, you got to give us that shirt.
Yeah.
And I walked across that floor and I gave my shirt, and we went back. We were all staying at the conference hotel.
Right.
And they put that shirt, they put a stick in the ground, put that shirt on it, and burned it right in front of everybody. You know, if y'all have ever been there, you know, you get to the room, you can walk out on the rooms, there's a little grassy area. But Coach, you had so many good teams.
Had some good teams, yep.
And, you know, back then, you know, East was ranked, y'all were ranked, Clements was ranked, Athens was ranked. And all of us played each other in the Christmas tournaments, and obviously during the season. But I can remember just having so many close games with y'all, and we were always excited to play y'all. And it was always funny because, you know, you, me, and Zach, we got left out of the height or whatever.
Just a little
so
bit.
You'd be in that middle of that pack with all those 6'4", 6'5" guys telling them, you know, whatever. But man, you were so. It was so much fun. I mean,
It was a lot of fun back then. We had some really battles and good battles with East and of course with Clements. And,
could you imagine the battle if the 3-point line had been?
Yeah, we didn't have it.
Well, I told somebody the other day or yesterday, maybe last night, at one game in 1980, we played Hazel Green, and you were not going to believe the score. It was 104 to 84. We won. No 3-point.
No 3-point.
Wow. And one game, I told somebody probably Bo Bird would average 40 points easy.
That was I was just fixing to bring up Bo's.
Yeah. I remember Bo very well.
And in later years, Buck Williams and Clements.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about us per se. We didn't have a lot of really, you know, Roy Fletcher maybe,
Roy Fletcher.
But Buck and Bo, oh my goodness, but it wasn't nothing. Well, it wasn't nothing for them. Just it seemed like Bo was shooting from the timeline.
Oh yeah.
Which folks, we don't have a timeline anymore. But
right. Yeah. That's showing your age.
Really, if Bo crossed half court.
Yeah, you had to guard him.
You better guard him.
You better get on him. And I can remember Coach Drake telling folks that. So, you know, I want to talk about your life. Listen, for those that don't know Henry, to me, it's really been incredible. I mean, you know, you served in administration, coaching, superintendent for years, did a wonderful job. You do wonderful, absolutely wonderful work with the Lions Club, and every year you have Bertie Thornton guys.
That's my mate. Yes.
Come out, and that's a huge deal, man. You're so huge part. You and your wife both Marge of our community.
Yeah.
And you know that's partly a big reason for your legend, man.
Well, you know the thing with not the folks or the clients or whatever you want to call them, Bertie Thornton. That gives us really a lot of pleasure, and it's been, you know, we've been fortunate. Where we live, we just about a mile down the road from them, so it's easy. And they come out, they'll bring them down in the vans and things like that. and we'll have a hayride for them, which they really, really enjoy. But probably the most pleasure they get out of is we have 4 pecan trees, and
Really?
we'll give them a bag
Of pecans. Awesome.
and they will pick up pecans. They love that, and then we'll have a hot dog and some, something for to eat, drink.
Yeah.
Potato chips and stuff like that, and they just a pleasure to be there. They really enjoy it. When I see them or whatever, they want to know when we come to your house, when we coming back.
Yeah,
they don't ever forget it.
They love coming to Mr. and Mrs. White's.
Yeah, but we really enjoy them, and it's just it's a pleasure. We get more pleasure out of it probably than they do, but they enjoy it. Now, one instant, I know Randy was driving the Polaris, a little 4-wheeler, and it was I won't call his name, but he's probably 65 or older. He mumbled something. I didn't understand it, but the guy that kind of looks after him takes care of him. I said, what did he say? And he said, I want to ride. And so they helped him up. He was in a wheelchair, helped him up, got him in the wheelchair, strapped him in, rode him around, and he came back. And then when he got out, he mumbled something else. And again, I asked him, I said, what did he say? And he said, thank you.
Yeah.
That just made his day.
That was it right there.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
I mean, and that was, I don't know if he'd ever ridden in one, but I mean, that just, and a lot of them are in wheelchairs, but we have a ramp, we get them on the trailer and ride them around, and they just, like I say, they really enjoy it.
Hard to beat that wind in your face, man.
Okay,
even there.
Okay, we got you on right now. I got to ask you, of between you and Billy and Randy, who was the best athlete?
I was.
Of course, that's what I
no doubt.
I hope you're listening to that, Randy.
As a matter of fact,
still is, Randy.
As a matter of fact, I talked to Randy this morning, and of course the other thing we used to get into it about was who argued the most when we used to play fast pitch, slow pitch softball, and
argue with who? The ref or with each other?
Yeah, the referee. I mean, Randy.
I'll hollered a few times.
We argue about that now. It's hand down. Randy was by far worse than I was.
Randy was, coach.
Yeah.
You got as far as arguing with officials, yeah.
Mr. Grizzard there.
I was scared of Randy.
Yeah, listen, the only time that Randy and I almost got into a fight was we got to arguing about who argued the most.
Yeah,
that's a good reason to fight.
I know. We were playing softball, and we got to arguing a little bit, and then we just I told him he did it. No, so anyway, he stayed mad at me for 2 or 3 days before we speak. And now Randy was a competitor, did a good job at Athens, and of course down when Billy, my brother, he used to keep the book for me, and then when Randy came over here to Athens and started, Billy just kind of got weaned off of me and started going up there, and so anyway. But I enjoyed coaching. And as a matter of fact, I miss it. I'd almost coach again today.
Well, you're at Tanner. Every time we go to Tanner, we was there the other night, and there you are.
I know, but the thing about it, where I live, is it takes maybe 3 minutes to get there. 2 minutes. Where I live is just real close.
Well, I'm sure they love having you come back up there too.
I don't know.
Any particular game that stands out to you?
Yeah.
What?
Do you win or other than the 104?
Played or coached in?
Well, I think a couple of them. I mean, when we was in the state tournament a couple of times, we had an opportunity. We scored probably with 6 seconds to go, and we thought we had the game won.
King Green scored that basket.
That's exactly right.
I know exactly. I was sitting in 10th grade.
Off the backboard, and we relaxed, and I still believe, because I went, not at the time, I think the scorekeeper cut the clock off, and then because he was expecting them to call timeout. They didn't call timeout, so they threw it to the length of the floor and shot as the buzzer went off, and then of course that team went on and won the thing.
Yep.
And then we got beat by a couple more teams that I think at Lincoln County one time we got down big time, and I think Bo Bird had turned his ankle before we played a couple of days before that, but he still scored 31 points. And I think if he'd been healthy, we'd had a real good shot at beating them then. But that one stood out. And then I just went through. I've got a scrapbook that we've just finished. And then another one, and I think it was 1980 or whatever. We had an opportunity to East beat us in the finals of the county tournament. And Keith Shoulders had gotten fouled with about 2 seconds to go. We were down 1 point. He had 2 free throws. The first one could have tied it. The second one could have won it. He missed them both.
My goodness.
So,
I'd see Keith about that through the years. We worked together at Steelcase for a long time. He was a good ball player. So let me ask you this, because back then, these youngins don't realize, to me at least, and you may have a difference of opinion, but I think it was a lot harder to go to state back then.
Oh yeah,
the area was so big, you had to win the area. Wasn't even runner up going. Now the areas are 4 teams, and the runner up still gets to go.
Yeah, I think back then. Yeah, you're right. I think back then with East and Clements and us, I think every year there would have been probably 2 teams from the county that had been there because if we beat East, then they were through. And if they beat us, we were through. Whereas now, like you say, the runner-up can go, and I think the runner-up could beat the teams that in the other area. So we had an opportunity, just like the year that Tanner beat East down there. It was in different areas. Yeah, they lost and they won and ended up in the finals down there. So
and that was just so exciting and crazy. It's so great for Limestone County.
Well,
to have those 2 teams.
That was a case where I think East in the Thanksgiving opening some kind of tournament they beat Tanner the first game. And then after that, I think Tanner beat them like either 5 or 6, maybe six straight times.
Yeah, it was several.
Had a good basketball team. That's good basketball.
Yeah, it certainly was.
And then, of course, another thing you're talking about, Ted, I remember we had the opportunity. We lost a good player up to Bible school, and they went over Randy Garza. And, of course, he wasn't recruited or anything like that. But anyway.
Don't do that.
But he went up there and then won. He was starting, and he started like in the 10th grade for me down there. And then we had he was a good player. And then, of course, the other thing was like Terry Williams at Elkmont, Terry and Leon Lockett, both of those guys, like their 11th and 12th grade year, they lived over here on Lindsay Lane, which was about 3 or 4 miles from the school. They would come down there and enroll. Of course, I think after you stayed 4 days or 5 days, you were ineligible, but they wanted to enroll down there. So I got to thinking, I said, just think if those guys had been down there with what we had at Tanner, we'd have been pretty stout.
Absolutely.
Because we had, Bo and Terry, some of those guys. And
you put Leon in that bunch.
Leon,
I remember at Athens, we had Steve Mosley.
Yep.
So, I remember playing Bo Bird, Buck Williams, Terry Williams. The county back then was just loaded.
It was loaded.
Well, I think I was looking in the scrapbook, and I think it's like 6 times that we played Athens before they ever beat us. When we started when we started playing them again. So that's pretty good. But anyway,
did you? And you don't have to say the year or the team, but did you through those? What'd you say? 13 years of coaching. Did you have a particular favorite bunch?
I don't know.
You just say yes or no. You don't have to say.
Not really. I just enjoyed them all.
Because from year to year, you have new kids that leave, and it is different.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look. And I've got. Of course, James Atkins played for me. James was a heck of a player.
He was a good player.
Good inside player. And, of course, Willie Bird, Bo's brother, and then Terry Bird, and, all those guys were good. So, and then Jeff Reedus played. Gary Reedus played for me. So
Freddie Freeman.
Frederick. Yeah. King Green. King Solomon Green played. Yeah, that was some good players.
Yeah. So we've had Frederick, rest in peace. He passed away several years ago.
Yeah,
sure did. Stefan Moore.
Stefan Miller.
Not Moore, Miller.
Sorry, we had and Dunn Davis who played. Dunn was Dunn Davis was tough. He's a heck of a football player. And going back to Keith Shoulders now, Keith was a good basketball player, but his thing was football.
Yeah, it was football.
Tailback.
And Keith, linebacker. He had a full scholarship to UNA and then went over and stayed. And he was, as a matter of fact, as a freshman, he's like second string. And I think he, over the years, probably has regretted the fact he didn't stay. Because he could have played and been a big impact for him.
Yeah, his son Keith Jr. played at Sanford and was really
very good.
Very good.
Him and my son were the same age, played against each other. Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you all. Y'all come down and see us here.
We sure will, Coach.
Good deal. Thank you much.
That was former Tanner coach Henry White visiting Tailgate Talk and sitting down with host Tom McClung, Todd Tomerlin, and Bama Zach Green. Stay with us. Announcements are coming up along with this week's Max Good Sport. Got a show idea for the Play Action Sports Report? Email us at playactionsports@hotmail.com, send a message to our Facebook page, or text us at 434-1PAS. That's 434-1727. We'll be back with more of the Play Action Sports Report.
The Play Action Sports Report.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. If you're on the lookout for a nice place to eat and have a little fun, check out Mac's Sports Bar and Steakhouse on South Jefferson Street in Athens. Mac's has karaoke every Tuesday and Thursday night from 8 till midnight and live music every Friday and Saturday night. Mac's Sports Bar and Steakhouse. Great food and good times. Hope to see you there. Call 232-6161 for takeout. Mac's Sports Bar and Steakhouse. The Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zach Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide, along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Are you a good sport? Enter your name to be our good sport on the PlayAction Sports Report. Every Wednesday during the podcast, we'll announce the winner. You might pick up a $25 gift certificate from Mac's Steakhouse in Athens. Just go online to pasnetwork.net, look for the Good Sport tab, and register. The Good Sport. Our next one could be you. From Mac's Steakhouse and PlayAction Sports. Youth basketball registration continues through October 15th at the Rec Center for ages 5 to 16. Cost is $60. For more information, call 233-8740. UAH fall softball camps are going on through October and November. For more information, go online to uahsoftballcamps.com. Grit and Grind Hoops basketball training is offered on Sundays and Wednesdays at the Athens Rec Center. For more information, call 233-8740. Various fitness classes are being offered Monday through Saturday at the Athens Rec Center, including Super Circuit, yoga, balanced boot camp, and more. Call 233-8740 for more information or visit the Parks and Recreation page on the Athens City website at athensal.us. Congratulations to Joanna Michaels, our Mac's Good Sport of the Week. Joanna picks up a gift certificate from Mac's Steakhouse in Athens. Go to pasnetwork.net and register your name or a friend's name and listen to the PlayAction Sports Report every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform, in the podcast section of the PlayAction Sports app, or on the PlayAction Sports website. The Mac's Good Sport of the Week from Mac's Steakhouse and PlayAction Sports.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
If you're on the lookout for a nice place to eat and have a little fun, check out Mac's Sports Bar and Steakhouse on South Jefferson Street in Athens. Mac's has karaoke every Tuesday and Thursday night from 8 till midnight and live music every Friday and Saturday night. Mac's Sports Bar and Steakhouse. Great food and good times. Hope to see you there. Call 232-6161 for takeout. Mac's Sports Bar and Steakhouse. Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All 3 locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Looking for t-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve t-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS Custom TEES.com. daddyoscustomtees.com. Want to howl with the Havoc this season? Now's your chance from Tailgate Talk and the Huntsville Havoc. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and register your name. Then listen to Tailgate Talk Saturday mornings at 10 as we announce the weekly winners of Huntsville Havoc tickets. Howl with the Havoc this season from the Huntsville Havoc, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC. You've been listening to the PlayAction Sports Report. Log on to PASnetwork.net for archives of this show and past shows, along with game streams, and to keep up with what's going on in Limestone County sports. Look for our monthly column in Athens Now, available everywhere. You can contact us by email at playactionsports@hotmail.com, by sending a message to our Facebook page, or by texting 434-1PAS. That's 434-1727. Be sure to tune in for the Play Action Sports Update, weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 on the air at 1080 WKAC. And catch up with us again next week for another edition of the Play Action Sports Report.